What's up, man? How are you doing? I totally forgot to stream today, man. Oh, it's like something is missing. Damn, like, it's streaming. How you doing, man? What's really interesting for the moment is like ES. I was gonna take the failure to manipulate on YM, the failure to manipulate die into the next high, but we never got an entry. Yeah, we never got a bullish change in state. Neither on M5, neither on M3. So yeah, now it's just a patience game. Ideally, I want to see an hourly swing close on ES to confirm the high of day / the high of 10 a.m. candle, and we have that 2-stage strength switch SMT, which is good. And we got these fair swings just near the AQ, so yeah. This can be like an early entry, but like for now, I just want to wait for the hourly closure, and then we can take it. I will short YM. Yeah, it looks good, but like for now, I'll just prefer to wait for like an hourly closure. This, yeah, same as ES. Like either this break or that break, both can do it. This closure below this opposing candle. Yeah, aim to for yeah. This looks good, but like ideally, I just want to wait for the hourly closure. This also looks good. Why? Because that shows the failure to manipulate this level, put it in a new swing. We still get that open objective. Plus also, we have this new weak opening gap still open. So, but like since ES is trading in the premium the range, I can still wait for an hourly swing to form and then trade it back into the AQ of the leg, while YM might trade into the discount, like the extreme range. So we have advanced premium discount right here. YM is trading into the extreme discount within the extreme discount, while ES is trading within the extreme premium. So, and NQ is just another story. I'm not gonna take it. So yeah, NQ the strongest, YM the weakest, and ES is the mid asset. And I just prefer, I'm picking like the mid asset today. So yeah. But let's see. I might also see this. Let's see PSP, which is good. What's going on? So yeah, we get that PSP right there, which is another good sign. So now we just see a matter of patience. Let's see if that 3-minute fractal ends up holding. So yeah, it actually looks good, especially with that change in state right here, with that minor sweep with that high and the closure. 41. Yeah, you'll be able to get 1 or 2 right there, probably. Let me check. Like just below the low, you'll be able to get it. Come on. Yeah, just a bit below the low. Or if you want to kind of have your stop right there and keep it that level, maybe you have to kind of play with the entry a little bit, like to take an entry right there. But yeah, for now, I'll just wait for like an extra 20 minutes, then I'll take it. And yeah, oil trade is not doing anything really. Like HO still can go to that high 3-minute. Like that's a good fractal, to be honest. Let me check if there was anything right there. Yeah, nothing really that it could have taken. 3-minute RB looks better. Let me put CL right here, and then I'm gonna put RB right here. Then we can go try to frame a trade on RB. So what we got, price just traded into a relevant swing. The next relevant swing is like the current high of day on an hourly, on a 30-minute. Ideally, what I want to see on a 30-minute is a failure to manipulate that level, confirming the closure above that candle. So this would be a C3, and I would be trading the C4 into the open objective. So hopefully we can get an idea. We can get such framework on RB. See for the 1-minute traders. Let me see if there was an entry. Yeah, almost. Yeah, there was that entry with stops below. But like you kind of have to anticipate that, because let me make this orange. So on the closure of that candle, we get that double changing state, so you can take it with anticipation that this low is gonna get protected, and this candle is gonna respect this opposing candle, and then trade it into that open draw. But like again, let's just, so for now the idea is ES closing as an hourly fractal, bearish fractal, with that 2-stage, and now we will have that third stage, which is the PSP's first stage, second stage, third stage, so we can anticipate an expansion into these fair swings. So that's the first idea on ES. Same for YM. YM just like so aligned. First stage, second stage, and the third stage is the PSP itself. So yeah, either trade YM or ES and into the downside. But like ideally on YM, we just price closes here, that we can have that open high, new intra-candle changing state, protected swing, and then we can trade into the lows. RB, ideally, I want to get that 30-minute candle closure without trading into that open objective, which is the current high of day. And we have like a fat SMT between that swing and that swing on each O. Like look at that. Each O traded above it like a while back, but price broke the SMT. We still got that SMT holding on CL, so let's see if this would be the trigger for the reversal. This might be the trigger for the reversal to resync these assets, because HO is like heavily expanding higher, while RB and CL are a bit slower. So this high might be that trigger to resync them and then start trading lower together, all together. So yeah, now it's just a matter of waiting for the setup. For gold and silver, there's nothing really there. I was trying to frame shorts off of that level if I can get like an hourly swing, but like never got it. Looking on an hourly, like there was that trade, but like you could have taken it just to that open draw, which couldn't have given like a good trade. If you're gonna get that changing state, let's see, you get your entry right there, your stop above the high, then you have to aim beyond that level. And since you're just, the entry is so near that level, like the slightest pullback might take you out, so that's why I decided not to take it. So yeah, let's see if we're gonna get that. Maybe we might end up getting a break higher to show the failure to manipulate at that level, and then we can go to break that SMT right here. Let's see. So we got an open draw on HO, also an open draw on CL. Let's see, we got that SMT right now. For now, we got that SMT with CL. But like if the next candle forms a new opposing candle and then we take it out, then yeah, that will be the indication for the failure to manipulate. So yeah, price is failing to close below. That's why, like, ideally I wanted to see like an hourly swing, that way we can anticipate the continuation on YM/reversal on ES. So yeah, and also on ES, what's good is just like we're trading between the 6 p.m. candle. From external, we want to just trade the internal. But like overall, the framework for today is like so shit. Look at that gap, man. There's nothing to kind of frame a trade off of, other than that high and kind of taking it back to these lows. Ideally on RB, I want to select a new swing, and then to trade below that level, we get that closure of 11 a.m. and then I can trade this CISD with stops right here, and then taking it all the way to the highs. That would be a good trade. How are you all? I'm good, man. I'm good. How are you doing? How's everything going with put you right there. So we got another stage SMT right here. So the PSB, let me take off the indicator, man. So we get the first stage PSB and the second stage. So now we have a two stage. First we started with the PSB, then we got the SMG. So that's another framework. Like if you want to trade that framework, you'll have to trade NQ since it's the one that manipulated the high. On NQ you can trade the C2, or on YM you can trade the C3. But like ideally I want to trade the C3. Some people prefer to pick that one, but like for me I just want, since this one is already aligned, we got a bearish swing, and then you can just trade the C3. For here, kind of more against the, because right here it's like showing bullish trend, and then after the manipulation of the high, trying to take shorts. But like that one is like more aligned. They already formed a bearish swing aligned with your direction. So you can just take it. And also the SMT is showing that, yeah, price is still showing that same intent of trading lower first. So that's why I prefer to trade C3 instead of the C2. Let's see. Like that's my only idea for the day. If we don't get an hourly swing right there, I'm just gonna call it a day, I guess. Yeah, because I don't like to trade in such condition. There's nothing to kind of trade off over. We're ranging at all-time highs. So like NQ is expanding, but like, yeah. There was that short that I was watching in the morning. It was a good short. Alright, so we got that closure on the M3, real inner trades. But it's not looking the cleanest, to be honest, after that failure. And then, but who knows, they might just dump lower. But for me, I just prefer this one to get taken out. New changing state. Aligned with this, probably form another SMT right here. Then that'll be good. But yeah, this might still play out. So again, we get that two-stage SMT with another closure below. So yeah, it's looking good, to be honest. It's looking good. It's looking like we might have a trade right there. Let me close the PSP indicator. Extend this a little bit. So I'm not gonna be really working with NQ. I'm not gonna be taking anything from it, so just be focused on it. entered in YN 1042. Just after that closure? 1042. Oh wow, you got it on that candle. The CISD wasn't confirmed yet. But like probably due to some other liquidity providers, maybe I might have an entry right there. My target is 930 low. 930. To that low? Or this low? To that low, right? So you got in. To right here, stops just above the high. Didn't go for the lows. Sounds good. But like overall, I would just rather wait for like an hourly swing to form. 939, yeah. See, I would just be a bit hesitant right here. Because like the last hourly swing, like no M4, we closed as C2. Last hourly swing was a bullish swing. It's kind of going against it. And also this is trading from the low of day, plus a 2-stage SMG. So everything was seeing like probably will go to the upside. I don't get that failure to manipulate, so that's why I was willing to trade. So now since I'm gonna trade against the buys that I was having, so I'll have to wait for like an hourly swing. It holds more weight than like a 30-minute swing. Like look at that swing, it failed. Then that one was good, but like, looking on an hourly, it was just like one swing, and then yeah, it just dumped. But maybe that might not be the case here. So like overall, that's what I kind of found out. Like if you wait for like an hourly swing to form, if you're trading against the previous 4-hour candle, it's a lot better. And most likely, like the 2 30-minute candles that were formed within the hourly candle, probably they formed some sort of PSP or a 2-stage SMG or 2-stage PSP or a 2-stage turn switch. So yeah, like in that case, let me see like these 2 candles what they formed. Like looking at that one, like look at that, it was bearish. So the first candle formed the PSP and the second candle formed the cracking correlation. So now what we got? 2-stage PSP. So now you can comfortably trade candle 2, candle 3. So I can comfortably trade candle 4, which is an hourly. The next candle is just gonna be a candle 3 with an open draw. So like I just rather wait for more confirmation. RB, yeah, RB just got that closure. I think there is no entry for me on RB. Yep. So yeah, the ID on RB is gone. Now we still got only ES on YM. So yeah, let's just wait and see. And today I might have the potential to BS the account. So still $51,500. So if I make 1K today, that would be perfect. That would be perfect. And yeah, maybe tomorrow, after tomorrow, we can start the new funded account. Because it takes between a day or 2 to get you that new funded account. So if I don't get it tomorrow, probably I won't trade tomorrow. I won't stream, but like I will trade. Just I won't live stream because I want to keep the live streams only for that account. I'm trying to build it. So show you guys like what can be done. But yeah, like look at that consolidation phase. Like yeah, I might call it a day, man. I might call it a day. Even with the hourly swing, let me see. It's not looking the cleanest. I don't like such structure. See what's going on right there. Do you use same risk every time to pass prop account? or do you sometimes go aggressively when you see A plus setup? Yeah, like same risk. Because like either way, you're still limited to the 1K per day on the account. So even if you go like, I usually risk between $400 and $500. Let's say I want to risk 600 or 700. I'm still have that cap of 1K. So the max I can take is like a $500 straight for like 1 to 2. So like the A plus should be like a $500 risk, and then for the normal trades, it should be like 300. But like for me, I just take everything between 400 and 500 because I think I'm following the same plan every day. Yeah, sometimes the setups are like more cleaner. They got like an open draw, like they're so obvious, but still, I kind of follow the same process every day. So like, in my opinion, all the trades I take are kind of kind of the same. So I kind of don't differentiate between the trades a lot. But again, the only thing that changes is how clean the setup looks. But like the criteria was met. So if all the criteria is met, like then A plus. The condition, I don't put it as a something that would change, like whether it's an E plus or A minus or B plus or B. So yeah, I'm going with the same risk every day. Yes, it depends on the prop firm. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, it's all about the prop firm. Like if you don't have any consistency rules with the prop firm, yeah, then if I see like a really clean setup with like a novice draw and everything is aligned to daily 4 hour, and I'm trading like aligned with daily already, yeah, and there's no consistency, yeah, most likely I will risk like 1K or like 1.2K just to pass the account within one trade. Yeah, because for an account, if you have that 1 day pass, yeah, I advise you to like pass it within like a trade or two, like max. Because probably if you don't have a consistency rule on the evaluation, you'll have it on the funded. So you better hurry on the evaluation and then to start preparing for that funded. So, but like on funded text, there is no consistency rule on the funded. You only have to make $150 per day or like 200. I forgot. For 5 days. So I can make like 2K today, but like I passed the requirement, so I can take a withdrawal at the end of the week after making that, after having like 5 green days of over $150. So yeah, maybe on a funded account, well, I'll be risking $300, like $200 to $300 first, because you're only allowed to withdraw once your current balance, once your drawdown reaches back the account balance. For example, it's a 50K account, so the balance, so the end of day of the trail and drawdown must go to 50K, and since the trail and drawdown is $2,000, so you have to take the account to 52K, and then you'll be able to withdraw 1K. And once you withdraw that 1K, you'll only have a 1K buffer. So I'll try to build that buffer first on the stream, like probably build it like 53K or like 54, and then we can take a 1K withdrawal, build it again, take another 1K withdrawal. Then yeah, who knows what's gonna happen after that. Yeah, exactly. Some firms just prefer to go with like the consistency rule first. Some just prefer to, because like for example EPAX, you might just gamble it on a news day, you pass it, you pay the PA fees for the account, and then you fail it. So it's like whenever you have like an easy entry, then probably something is hard later on. And then for example, if you go with Fountain Text, since there is no activation fee, for example, you get the account for like $70, then if you pass it, then you're good to go. You're already proven to yourself that you can trade. But like on Apex, you might just be, I like just have some overconfidence, and then you fuck it up on your account. End up paying like an $80 for activation fee, $20 for the account, like $100. You have the account, but then you realize that damn, like this is not like a gamble on news. This is real trading. I gotta have some consistency rule and stuff. What is consistency rule? Consistency rule is a percentage. For example, if you have a 40% consistency rule and a profit target of $2,500, then the maximum you can make is $2,500 multiplied by 0.4, which will equal $1,000. So on that note, the maximum you can make per day is 40% of your total profits. So for example, you have a $2,500 profit on the account. The maximum you can make per day is $1,000. Why? Because 1,000 equals 40% of that 2,500. So now we're meeting the criteria for the consistency rule. But if you made, let's say, 1,500, that's 520, like 60%. Yeah, now your consistency rule is 60% because that's 60% of this amount right there. So now you're not meeting the criteria. So for you to be able to be eligible for a withdrawal, then you'll have to make a lot more than $2,500, because 1,500 should be that 40%. So like the equation might be something like this. This equals 40. So if we want it to equal 100, then that would be, let me do the math. So it will be 1,500 multiplied, I guess, by 100 and divided by 40. So now we have to make $3,750 to be able to be eligible for a withdrawal, because now that $1,500 per day with the $3,750 on your total profit equals that 40%. So this is what consistency rule is. And for evals, do you trade it solo or do you trade it with all the accounts? No, I do copy trading, man. Intraday trail and drawdown is horrible. Yeah, but like confounding text is one case, so, and for me I just take one trade, so yeah, I never found an issue with like the intraday drawdown. And it's just a soft breach, so even if you reach that intraday drawdown, so yeah. Do you use SSMT? Yeah, of course. That's one of them. Here's a first stage cracking correlation, second stage and cracking correlation. First stage, second stage, and that's a strength switch. Why? Because why I'm turned from the weaker to the stronger. So that's some sort of strength switch right there. But again, like strength switch is a concept itself, either with SMTs or PSPs or advanced premium discount or candle closures, or there's a lot that goes into it other than just SMT. This is like a one form of it, and this is like the most obvious one. The second was like with PSPs, third one is like with relevant swings, and fourth one is with advanced premium and discount. So yeah, I think I might just have an early end of day here. Yeah, I don't like how ES is trading. Let's see. Gold, yeah, gold is just dying. Like if we sweep that level, that would be beautiful. I don't know if we can get such retracement before taking out that high. Let me have an alert right here, another one right here. Yeah. The hourly candle is from here to here. So yeah, that would still respect the EQ of the previous candle, or like even this way. Like we can trade lower, form a swing before taking out that low, then take it out. CISD, that would be beautiful. Like if we take it out, if we form this setup before taking out the high, then I'll take longs into it. Let me see, product M15 entry. Nice, too big. Okay, so on ES, if we take out these swings, I might be interested. Take out these swings, the CISD. We can take some shorts right there. So yeah, that's like my only interest level. The only interest level right there. Let's see. We do have SMT, by the way, so this is technically a manipulation. there. Or we can trade back into the gap. 2.3 R. I wouldn't be involved for like $100. $100 of risk. Now let me just wait and see. I'm not gonna take it. If it goes, it goes. I'd rather just take like my full size trade. Can you make top down analysis from daily 3 minute? Yeah, for sure, but like give me just 1 sec. Let's see what's this up on ES, then yeah. Just before we close the stream, we can go over and do it top down. YM is showing clean breaks. Let's see. Come on, yes, you got it. Come on, trade higher. Let's trade to 1 minute on GC. So we got a C2 right here, an idea closure. So now we can go on a 5 second and trade this into the lows. But unfortunately, I don't have the seconds, so could have gotten a beautiful 5 second trade. But yeah, unfortunately, yeah, I don't have the seconds. My God, let's see. Come on, okay. ES is showing some good signs, hopefully, but like YM is not showing good signs. It's trading into that draw. So yeah, it's very interesting. Let's see. Let's wait and see. Come on. Ideally, I want YM to retrace, probably into that gap. ES to take out the high. CISD on ES first, while YM just probably here by the time ES closes, and then we can both assets can expand into the lows. Let's see. And now these are like a bunch of failure swings for me. Even though with that SMT right now, it's just like yeah, swing, swing, swing. Come on, come on, yes. We get a gap just above new validation level. All right, that's good. Maybe on M5 we can get like a better opposing candle. Wow, that's like a clean M5. Yeah, that's a clean opposing candle. Like, all right, let me see. We can try to manage like to get a 2R out of it. Yeah, either the swing itself or going for that gap just below it. Got an M3. Yeah, maybe we have to play with the entry a little bit. But yeah, that looks good. That looks good. But YM is showing some reversal signs. Open low, into a draw. CISD, this is my closest C2. But yeah, let's see. Come on, ES, give me that trade. Give me that trade. Let me pass the account today. Come on, let me pass the account today. If price disrespect this gap, then Yeah, this trade is just, I think it will be invalid. Yeah, I think it's time for me to call it a day, boys. Yeah. Yeah, we're getting a CISD to the upside, which is not a good sign. And by the time price breaks lower, now the stop is like a lot bigger. So yeah, I wouldn't be able to take that trade. RB, there's nothing really. I think now it's showing signs of reversal. Taking out a high, retracing. If we get that change in state, then just let me give you guys the plan. If you guys remember on Friday, let me show you guys on Friday what happened. If you guys remember what I was planning for, I think I was planning on. I don't remember. I don't remember which asset I was planning on. Was it? Was it that one or was it like silver? I guess it was silver. I think there was a trade on silver or gold. Not that one. So it must be gold then. Nope, not that one. This one we wanted to take, but we never got the entry. Let me go on M5. Where was it? Was it that one? Nope, not that one. This Thursday. I don't remember. There was a trade. There was a trade that I was planning on, and I ended up not taking it. Yep, that one. Yeah, this one. I wanted to trade gold back into the range, into a gap. So that was a good trade, but like it was too late for me. This is like 1 a.m. for me. Now this is my time, guys. Like PM. CL? Maybe. Yeah. I guess maybe it was CL. Let me check. Let me go back on stream. Let me go check what I said at the end of the stream. Let me check. Let me check. Content. Live. It was right here. Somewhere in here. Let me check. This is no, I don't want the video itself. Let me pause music on and give you guys. Oh, so wait. That was I was looking for some sort of draw, then a sweep, and then continuation on gold. On what time frame was it? No, not that one. Time frame was it on M5 on M3? The time is 10:51. All right, let me go back. It was 10:51, and then go for some sort of high. Yeah, let me check ES. Yeah. YM is about to trade into that low, so let's see. That's a bad thing. Let me check. 1 sec. 3 sec. Yeah, there's nothing right there. So let me go back to what I was looking for. No, that was Friday. 11. So it was 3 minute. That was the sweep. So what I want is that CISD. And then go for the next draw, but I can never got that one, I guess. Let me check. Yeah, price fucked around for too long. I'm not gonna take an entry after breaking an hour after. And now, so here's something I want to teach you. I want to tell you guys. So when you're trading the new invalidation level and the failure to manipulate, so we got a failure to manipulate that swing, right? So now we're anticipating that this is gonna be a weak swing, and then we're gonna drive into the next one. But look how price took to get into that swing. So between the high and it being taken out, it took how long? Almost 2 hours. But now this is a relevant swing itself. Look at the pullback, look at the distance, and look how far it is. So now if you go on 30-minute, that's like irrelevant swing itself. Like look at that. Price formed a swing, and also it formed a bullish swing within it. So now this swing only supports price going to that high. So after this high gets taken out, then you'll have to wait for a new failure to manipulate to go to that next draw. So this is something you guys should pay attention to. If we form a swing before taking out a high, then that high itself is the target. And if you want to trade beyond it, that's what happened on NQ the other day. That's why I ended up just kind of closing my trade early. If you guys do remember it, on Thursday, like my trade was this was my trade, if I do remember correctly. But like this is the E swing itself. Look at that. Like, I mean, there was a swing right here on price respect. So I think it doesn't relate to this situation really, but like overall, what you want to do is when you're trading failure to manipulate, ideally you want like maximum one bearish candle, and that next candle is just straight above it. Because look at that, once the swing was formed, this high is irrelevant. So that's something I want you guys to be paying attention to. If you form that swing, now the maximum I can trade up into is this. Or if I want to trade the next level, I might either take the risk or wait for a new invalidation level. That price was super ugly up. Like it took like an hour to get that closure above. But let me see the second idea. Yeah, I think I only mentioned that one. Let me see. Oh, NQ into the gap. NQ into the gap. Let me see. Was it NQ into the gap trade? Was it that trade that I wanted to take? Nope. Let me see. NQ. I don't remember. There was a trade like later on. I was like, shit, I should have taken that one. Nope. It ended up not giving us the entry. Let me see. Oh wow. It finished. No, there wasn't the trade right there. But if you wanted to trade it, two stage, nothing really right there. Here, like this formation was good, but like on that entry, on a candle, we did not get an entry. Let me go and replay. This was like a clean candle. The high to 10 a.m. we got a gap just below, but like we never got an entry. Price never gave that intra candle changing state, just traded higher. So that's the beauty of like waiting for like an intra candle changing state, and it just saves you from a lot. I'm off, guys. Thanks a lot and cheers. Take care, buddy. See you tomorrow. Or yeah, most Monday, not much movement. Yeah, especially with like a gap like this. Yeah, it's just a pain in the butt. Yeah, I'll wait for like 8 minutes from that new 30-minute candle close, and then I'll see what I can frame. Like ideally, yeah, I really want to trade RB back in the range. Like I really want to trade RB back into the range. Yeah, but like failure swing, failure swing, failure swing to the high. So yeah, maybe trade a bit higher and then continue lower. YM SMT and what RB? Or yes, it's with the NQ, I guess. Yeah, it's with the NQ. Let me check. Yeah, with ES. So yeah, I think I'm gonna call it a day right there, guys. I think that might be it for me. Let me look at silver, man. Minus 4% today. Holy shit. Minus 3% on GC. NQ is open out like 1.5%. Yeah, so it's the markets are a bit crazy nowadays. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna call it a day right there, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Yeah, that was expected. That's why I almost forgot about a stream because yeah, that day was like just so shit. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go. And yeah, see you guys tomorrow, same time, same chart, same person. So yeah, take care. Oh yeah. If you're still here for the top down, because I forgot to tell you that top down here, there's nothing really you can frame off of the daily, so you cannot really work with the daily. The previous day's high was already disrespected just by the candles open. So the only thing you can work with is the 4-hour. So looking on the 4-hour on YM, like let me tell you my framework today and how I was willing to trade it. So at that point, before the 9 a.m., before 9:30, let me go to 30-minute. So if you go to 9:30, where is 9:30? This is 8:30. So just before 9:30, this was the current low of day, right? This was the current low of day. But what 9:30 did, came in, manipulated the lows, and it closed as an hourly C2, right? So this is an hourly C2. Looking on a 4-hour, this is also a candle 2 closure. So now we got an SMT right here between the lows. Like, let me just go ahead and show you that. So what do we got? We got this SMT right here. So you either can go with this is the first stage, this is the second stage, or you can use one stage SMT, and this is a PSP. Look at that. So this is a PSP. Look at that closure on where is it? Look at the closure on NQ. It's a bullish candle, while on ES, while on YM it's a bearish candle. So what do we have? We got the first stage is the SMT itself. So the first stage is the SMT itself, and the second stage is the C2 closure. So now if I'm anticipating buys, then I want price to respect the upper half of that wick, form a swing right here, and then trade it into that 6 a.m. high, and then the 2 a.m. high. So the open draws for now, that 4-hour candle's high, that 4-hour candle's high, and then all-time highs. So these are the open draws for now. Going on hourly, let me just close it right there, put it back on, because yeah, trading view sometimes likes to fuck around. So what do we got? That C2 closure traded into a irrelevant swing. Do you see? This is irrelevant swing. So for me to anticipate trade to the upside, I need to see if fair to manipulate this level, and what's the next draw is that high. So what do I need to see? I can just drop down at M5. What do we have? We do have a CISD right there, but I want to see a CISD and then another intercandle change in state, because this CISD would just confirm this being the C2, and I would need another M5 closure. So we got that closure, above. I was like, okay, now if we get this closure above, I'll put my stop right here, and I would target this open draw. But again, the RR was bad, so that's why I had to kind of go down on M3. So what do we got right there? We never got a new swing. You might say, oh, this is the opposing candle, this is an opposing candle, but look at that. We got the 30-minute bearish candle. Now it's closing SE. Look at the 30-minute. We're seeing a 30-minute candle to the downside. I want to trade to the upside, but we're getting a C2 to the downside. And also look at that opposing candle. Look at this opposing candle. So compare this opposing candle. Look at that. It's so bulky. So that changing state is stronger. Look at that. This is a weak candle, so I'm not going to use that. So what I want to see, either a new low to be formed to kind of trade below that low, and I will be trading the C2, or I want to wait for a new fractal to form. But what price ended up doing is just trading the downside and not fucking around. So that was like my whole framework, is trading into the low of day with the 2-stage PSP, and then trying to aim for price to trade back into the AQ of that range, which is just within that AQ. We got that 6 a.m. high, which did end up getting traded above, but there was no entry for us. Like the only entry that you kind of have to force was this entry after this opposing candle, and the 10 a.m. open is right here. So just at that 10 a.m. you might just take a buy right there with the anticipation that yeah, this is a new invalidation level and price will hold, and then you can trade it into that 6 a.m. high. So that could have given like that 2R within the first 6 minutes of the 10 a.m. But like for me, I just wanted more development, and especially this candle being so weak, I just couldn't trust it. But like on M1, it was somewhat of a level. Or you could have taken this intra-candle changing state within the 10 a.m. candle. But like I don't treat the M1, like you could have taken that one with stops below, and then you target the high. Since it's not giving you 2R, you just go a bit beyond that level, and then it will give you 2R right there. So you could have taken that one or the M3, but like overall, the framework today wasn't the cleanest for me. So I wanted to see like more development, which we couldn't have. Unlike on ES, on NQ, there's nothing really that you can frame right there. So yeah, that's really it. RB, I think I'm gonna take shorts into that gap. That's really what I'm looking at. So yeah, I think I'm gonna call it a day right here, bro. Yeah, take care, and no worries, man. Thank you, bro. No worries, man. Anytime. So yeah, see you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in, and yeah, take care. Bye bye.